Hey, good morning, Canby Alliance. Good to be seen again. Thank you for tuning in. Another PT Unscripted as we head into the Christmas weekend. Sun's out, sun's shining. It's always a good day in Oregon in December when the sun's out. Just want to remind you, Saturday, 6 p.m., our Christmas Eve candlelight service. Our annual, we've been doing it for years. It's always a special time. Hope you can make it. And then Sunday, Christmas Sunday, the 25th, 10:30 a.m., there'll be a liturgical Christmas service that everybody's invited to. There'll be no live stream on either the Christmas Eve or Christmas Day services. So please take note of that. And then Sunday, January 1st, 2023, believe it or not, there'll be one service at 10:30. Notice 10:30. And it'll just be a shorter service. We're going to sing some hymns a cappella. We're going to do some sharing, leave time, open time for people to share. And I'll have a short meditation to share. So just take note of those three services and hope you can join us. The New Year's Eve service will be live streamed. I want to share a verse with you this morning from Galatians chapter 4 and verse 4. Paul writes, But when the time set had fully come, God sent his son, born of a woman, born under the law. I want to focus on that phrase, but when the time set had fully come, Jesus was born. Now, from a Greco-Roman world perspective, what might this have meant? What might have lined up in the Greco-Roman worlds for the birth of Christ to occur? And historians have identified 4 or 5 things, and I want to give them to you. And the first one would be the Pax Romana, the peace of Rome. Rome had, conquered the whole Mediterranean world. It had this wide, far-ranging empire, and they had imposed militarily peace throughout the empire. And so when the time set had fully come, there was peace in that part of the world. It made it easier for news to travel, with it being a peaceful time. So that's the first thing, the Pax Romana. The second thing would be the Roman road system. They had built roads all over the empire. This made transportation easy and quick compared to what it had been before. And so the road system was ready. The interstate, so to speak, was ready for the apostles and disciples and followers of Christ to take the good news of Jesus throughout the empire. So the road system. And then thirdly, at this time, a common Greek language had developed that was spoken across the empire. Koine Greek is what is the technical term for it. And so there was a common language that could be spoken from one end of the empire to the other. And of course, that would make for easy communication about Jesus. And then one more thing, number 4, was at this time in Greco-Roman history, their Greek and Roman gods, their influence was beginning to wane. People were just questioning the Greek and Roman gods. They were sort of not excited about them as much as they used to be. So their influence was waning. And so culturally, historically, that's the setting in which Christ was born. It was ready-made for getting the news out of the gospel of Jesus Christ, the good news, because there was peace in the land, there were roads to take the news on, and there was a language in which to communicate it, and people were searching, people were looking. And then, of course, the 5th reason was just, the long-awaited Messiah that had been prophesied for hundreds of years. The Jews were waiting for the Messiah and anxious for the Messiah. And of course, when Jesus came, they were thinking political Messiah, someone who would liberate them from Rome. But Jesus didn't come as a political Messiah. He came as a spiritual Messiah to liberate us and free us from our sin, from our fallenness, from our twistedness, from our separation from God. So Paul writes, But when the time set had fully come, God sent his son, born of a woman, born under the law, and Jesus was born. I find that fascinating, interesting. I love how it lines up with the timing of Christ's birth. I hope you have a Merry, Merry Christmas with family, with friends. Hope to see some of you on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day and New Year's Day. God bless you. I love you all very much. And Merry Christmas. Until next time, thanks for tuning in. Bye-bye.